pretty red right now. I work outside all the time. I got this tan line from my glasses.
Hi, my name is Shane, and this is my voice 1 week before tea. Hi, my name is Shane, and this is my voice 1 month on tea.
Hi, my name is Shane, and this is my voice 2 months on tea. Hi, my name is Shane, and this is my voice 3 months on tea. Hi, my name is Shane, and this is my voice 4 months on tea.
Hi, my name is Shane, and this is my voice 5 months on tea.
Hi, my name is Shane, and this is my voice 6 months on tea. Hi, my name is Shane, and this is my voice 7 months on tea. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Yes, it's been 7 months since I started my journey on tea. As far as what's going on with changes, the changes aren't as noticeable. I'm starting to get kind of used to everything, so I don't really notice the differences as much until I do one of these videos and then I can see them. So like, my voice has become pretty normal sounding in my head. I can't really hear the difference as it's changing anymore. Whereas the first few months I could definitely tell that my voice was getting deeper. The facial hair situation is still pretty much the same. It's getting longer in some spots. I've got some longer hair, but it's just still very blonde. That's still going to take a while to really come in. The hair on my head hasn't changed at all. Nothing with the hairline has changed. My hair was always very thick, so that hasn't changed either. The hair on my stomach and my leg and my legs is still coming in. Every month there's more hair. It's getting darker and longer, and acne-wise. Face, I get little breakouts here and there, mostly like smaller stuff, but I get like 1 or 2 bad pimples that usually appear like right along my jawline. It isn't that bad. It's really my shoulders and my back getting it hit hardest. I'm going through a second puberty, but it will eventually go away. It's been requested that I tell more stories about things that have happened to me during my transition. When it comes to Facebook, I comment on things sometimes, but I usually just scroll past people's posts. I don't normally comment on things unless I particularly feel strong feelings about the posts. I normally don't, unfriend people or block people for things. It's on very rare occasions. That only happens if they do something that I really find offensive, find really personally offensive, like they're going after me or someone in my family or anything like that. I did recently have to unfriend somebody from Facebook this past month. I'm not going to say any names or genders or anything like that. We had a pretty good relationship in person at work. We worked well together, we didn't have any problems, but when it came to Facebook, that's when our differences collided. We're on opposite ends of the political spectrum, and they're very religious, I'm not religious at all. So there's a few times that we've had, discussions back and forth on Facebook, and they've all been pretty civil. I'm not going to unfriend anybody just over that kind of things, because, having discussions about things is good. It helps us see differences in opinion and things like that. But on this one particular thing, I definitely took a lot of offense to it. It is in relation to the equality bill there to expand protections to trans people. They had shared an article where it was this lesbian feminist who testified in front of Congress speaking out against the equality bill because of how it would endanger women. The article, it was all crap, really. The arguments that they were giving were the same old tired arguments that the right has been giving for all the excuses for all LGBTQ people, but a lot of the arguments pertain particularly to trans women, because nothing's scarier to the right than a trans woman. A trans guy is one thing, but a trans woman to them is like the scariest thing. It's scarier than just a pedophile. So I commented on it, and I'd had discussions with them about this topic before, especially when I came out to them. I could tell that they were uncomfortable with it at first, but I was very open with them about, them asking me questions and me not being offended by any of the questions because I knew that purely came from ignorance. When you grow up in a certain society or a certain community that, especially a religious one, where trans people are definitely not welcome, like, there's going to be a lot of ignorance around trans people. I wanted to kind of break down those barriers because you can't learn anything if you're not willing to listen, and they were willing to listen, and they were very appreciative of that. But I feel like some of the things I had said fell on deaf ears because they were sharing this article and they were very much against the equality bill. And I said, you can't tell me that you're okay with me but not okay with everybody else. It's like the I accept you but. No, there's no but. You either accept me or you don't accept me. Like, you can't just say I accept you but. I commented on it saying that, you know, all these concerns that this person was listing were pretty much straight out lies and not true. They were saying how, you know, this would allow men to claim that they're women. You can't just claim you're a woman. Like, a man just can't claim they're a woman just so they can, like, go to a women's prison or go into the women's bathroom or anything like that. That's not how it all works. Like, the person who is trans, like, this is something that they have thought about long and hard and have struggled with, and there's so many, like, different things that they have to do in their life to become comfortable with who they are. The last thing that they're trying to do is go through all this trouble just so they can assault women. That's pretty far-fetched. Like, if a man wants to assault a woman, they're gonna do it no matter what. Like, they don't need to dress up as a woman to go assault a woman. Men already assault women every single day in this country. They don't jump through all these hoops just to do it. I just read a story about a bunch of boys at a high school walking into a girl's bathroom and refusing to let the girls out. They're gonna do it no matter what. When it comes to the bathroom, trans women just want to pee. Trans men just want to pee. They're not going in there with some insidious plan to go after your children. Like, they just want to live their freaking lives. People like this are making it impossible to do that. And we wonder why the suicide rates are so freaking high. Because people just make, especially trans women's lives, so much more difficult than it needs to be. Like, just let us live our freaking lives. And the equality bill is there so that we can do that. Because right now, we can be discriminated against in our workplace, when we're trying to find housing, anywhere we can be discriminated against. And it's not fair to us to live this way. We had gone back and forth on this, and I just got really, really upset with them because clearly they were just not getting it. They were playing the victim card when they were not a victim in this case. Trans people are the victim here. And they were saying, why should the majority of us give up our rights for, like, 1% of people? It's like, you're not giving up anything. You already have so much. Granted, women's rights aren't on the same level as men's rights, but they're a lot farther than we used to be. Why can't trans people have the same rights as everybody else? That's the point that I was trying to make, but they were trying to say how it would be dangerous and women are at risk because of it. And it's like, you just don't get it then. You can't get it through your mind that trans people are just trying to live their lives. That there's this one, like, not even like a 0.1% chance of somebody out there committing a crime that happens to be trans. So because of that little tiny percentage, you're gonna be like, nope, we can't have any equality for anybody. And so that's where I just, like, drew the last straw, and I was like, no, everything else we can debate about, whatever, that's your opinion, but this is something that's personal to me, and I just cannot, in good conscience, be friends with somebody who says, you're cool, but they're not. Like, that's not cool with me. Those are the very few cases that I do unfriend people or block people. It's just something that I'm just not going to sit by and let happen. Mostly everybody that I'm friends with are pretty good about everything. Nobody directly comes out and, like, says anything to me. Then again, I'm also a trans man, I'm not a trans woman. If I were going the other direction, if I was born male and wanted to transition into female, I know that there's a good possibility that there's a lot more people who would be coming after me just because of that. They think that trans women are some sort of sick perverts, and it really upsets me. I just can't be friends with people like that. So I just want to thank everybody out there who are not closed-minded like that and who do have an open mind. And also the people who help fight the good fight for equality for everyone without any ifs, ands, or buts. That will make our country a better place. Right now, it is not a good place, and we need to do better. So, on that note, pay attention to who is coming up as candidates for the next presidential race and also for the next elections in general, and vote people in office who will continue to fight for good causes to help everybody and not to protect the few at the top. Make sure you get out there and vote. Love everybody. Don't hate on anybody unless they're Nazis. If you liked that story, you want me to tell more stories or talk about other things in that kind of realm, just let me know. Leave a comment, message me. I know I didn't go over too much about changes, but that's just because, you know, there's not much I can tell you that's different from last month because it's all kind of the same thing. A little bit more of what's already happened. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I also have another channel called Tiny Zoo Travels. Check that out as well. I'm building a tiny house with my partner. You can watch us build it on that channel, and then after we're done building it, you can watch us in our travels and things like that. Yeah, go check that out, Tiny Zoo Travels, and I will see you next time.